Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Pap's Farm. You might be thinking this is exactly where we left off. Well, I did one thing. I took a load of this tree up and sold, so that's why we have $4,000 up in the top right. And I'm going to use that money to buy our little sheep over here a friend. I think we can do that right here. So our sheep, I believe, is black, so we'll get maybe two more sheep. We'll go ahead and buy two sheep with that money. And we have the equipment here to care for the sheep. So I know that a lot of this series has been me doing stuff with trees, with wood, with lumber, which is why I was excited to get going with a little bit of animal husbandry here. Soon we should be getting pallets of wool here that we can take and sell for a little bit of income. But our main source of income right now is still wood, still trees. So we have a bit more of that work to do. You can see a couple logs out there on the road that I lost on my last journey. Um, But I do have to say that we are going to make a pretty big, really, a pretty big change in the direction of the series with today's episode, because I think we're going to actually take on a good bit of debt to get a better tractor. Now, I hesitate to use the term better because there's nothing wrong with our old tractor. I do enjoy our old tractor. But I just, because of the horsepower issue with running the wagon, we haven't been able to cut a lot of grass to sell, and oh, so it'll take that one. Interesting. Uh, and I wanted to, whoops, I wanted to make a bit more money with the wood to be able to buy a few more sheep like we just did. And what I really want to do is mow this field so that it can eventually become a field. And I already have in mind the tractor that we're going to get. Maybe some of the, well, that doesn't seem like that should be too big to pick up. So maybe the weight from this one is registering as being on top of it. I don't know. This is one of my least favorite parts of the game is, when you run into these physics things that are like inexplicable, like why can't I pick up that other log? And why can't I throw? It's like it simulates the physics in some situations and it doesn't in others, so it's really hard to know what's gonna be what it's gonna do. Um, and I know this isn't exactly the gameplay that people don't watch a farm sim player necessarily for this kind of like low level logging, at least not, and then it goes through the whatever. Um, so that one won't let me pick it up either. What the heck, dude? So this kind of stuff will drive you batty after a little bit, for sure. And I know I could drive the truck closer. But anyways, you get the idea. This is still the stump from the tree. We've got a few more things to pick up here that I could putz with later. But I think we're going to go ahead and take out a loan, and we're going to pick up our new tractor, and then I don't know if we can push these out of the way with the new tractor or not. Um, I really kind of want to get, I don't know if the front loader from my current tractor will work on my new one. That might be worth, oh my gosh. Okay, I just can't even right now. I can't do it. Oh boy. I don't know what the new game is going to be like, the new FS22. It comes out about a month from when I'm filming this. And I have no idea how it will be similar, how it will be different, but there's some things that if they aren't different, it's going to be real hard for me to sink my teeth into a new game if it's just a lot of the same glitchy stuff. Like, I feel like the core gameplay of Farm Sim is amazing, which is why I keep playing it, right? If it stunk, then I wouldn't keep playing it. But some of the physics problems that I've had, and just, part of it is using mods. As soon as you open yourself up to using mods, it's kind of on you. If they don't work, you need to know which modders to get their mods from. And like in the case of that truck, I know that modder, and he told me and would tell anybody that this truck that I'm using is a mod that he made when he was just starting out. And so there's a lot about it that he would do differently if he could do it all over again, and that's totally fair in my opinion. Man, it's like at any time there's a knot, it just, I don't know. This is gonna take forever. So maybe we'll work around this and we can just chip away at it um, as we have time. Look at all that. What a hillbilly I look like here. Uh, nice shot. So the first thing we're gonna do, and I thought about trying to figure out a way to role play this, but it doesn't really make sense. We want to get a loan of about 110,000. And then we want to we're going to go to small tractors, and then it is a mod. It's from the in-game mod hub, though. It's this Farmall 110A is what I want. And we're going to do the two-wheel drive standard. So, we're not going anything crazy here. We're just going two-wheel drive standard. And then we want front loader attacher. We'll leave the engine the same. And then for the exhaust, I'm pretty sure what I wanted was 3 and 4. So that puts the exhaust over there, and it gives us an SMV sign for the states. And then I'm not going to mess around with the mud guard and the antennas. So this puts us, and I want to change the rim color to silver. So this is a pretty nice American setup here. I think it's going to look real good on this map. And you're probably wondering, like, what the heck, this is supposed to be like a slow building up. And, what are we, 8 episodes in? Something like that. And I think the storyline, I keep stepping out of the storyline, and I apologize for that. But to me, this is kind of like, the guy starts out with this $3,000 old tractor and is like, it won't even run half of the machinery that I'm trying to run. So I've got the land to put against getting a good tractor that's going to be able to do the kind of work we want to do. And honestly, I did the last episode with the John Deere, and I was going to try to come up with more creative contract kind of role play things. But honestly, I just kind of want to work this land. And I want to work this land with a tractor that'll actually run the mower, that'll run the loading wagon. So we're going to take this, we're going to go cut that front field. We're going to then follow it up with the loading wagon. We'll top off the sheep, and we'll sell what's left of the grass. Like, That's pretty much it. I'm not trying to do anything more complicated than that. I'm gonna try the front loader, the existing front loader uh, that we have with this. No, this is definitely like a special front loader for this old school. So we're gonna have to buy a front loader for the new tractor, but I don't think we're gonna do that right now. We're just gonna go do some mowing with it. And I've had my eye on this mod for so long. It's nice to actually get a chance to drive it. Yeah, this is cool. Listen to it. It sounds real good. This is one of the best quality mods I think I've seen, honestly. It looks amazing. The physics seem good on it. Oh, nice. Look, did you see him bounce? They got that real nice on here too. You can see when I let off of the gas, it like raises up a little bit. That's pretty cool. Now, I know it's going to take a long time to pay off a $100,000 loan. I mean, it was a 92,000 for the tractor. But hopefully it will do the work that we want to do. I mean, I feel like this is the perfect size for the kind of farm that we're setting up here. So, you know, the big issue that we're going to have for the first bit is the lack of, I mean, harvesters are so expensive. So I can get the dirt work equipment very easily. You know, I can get a plow and a cultivator and a planter within, you know, I can chop down a half a dozen trees and buy most of those, especially these tall white trees. But man, okay, we'll let us. I don't think it's gonna let us push that log. I was just gonna push it across the street. Oh, yeah. Let's not get our brand new tractor stuck. That seems a little like a bad idea. Maybe I could bring the other tractor down and use the front loader. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had the sickle bar mower. Hmm. Well, in any event, I still want to use it. Well, I'm gonna try a lap with this. Just I'm gonna come back down here and get the loading wagon and try pulling the loading wagon with this. If it doesn't work, I may just opt to get rid of that loading wagon and not blame the other tractor on it. But I want to use this tractor. Like I said, we're a month away from FS22, so I'm gonna basically it comes down to I want to use what I want to use. I want to use some of this equipment that I've had my eye on for a while. Uh, a Pottinger loading wagon wasn't one of the ones I was dying to use, so if that doesn't end up panning out, it's not the end of the world for me. I shouldn't think this tractor would have any problems with mowing, but we'll see what it does with the loading wagon. Anyways, what I was getting at with the price of the harvester, I don't know if maybe it would make sense to put in a little uh, area to make silage, because then we could ferment silage and then load it up with the bucket and have a chance to make a little bit more money off of silage. Now, the best money for silage is usually at the BGA, which we haven't purchased, so there's that. but I thought that could be pretty cool to make money off of that. But it seems silly to do silage on a sheep farm. Yeah, oops. Really? Gosh. Alright, so I need to hit G to get back here. Yeah, I definitely want to hold on to this old farm hall. I don't want to get rid of it just because we got the new tractor. In a perfect world, you know, I would be able to use them both for their own separate jobs. Alright, sheep, of all this pasture you have, maybe not right here. Let's see what this does for the hookup. Let's see what this does. Oops. I'm really genuinely curious as to how this is going to work. Or if it will work is a better way to put it. Okay, let's go ahead and dump out whatever they'll take. Alright. So we're at 4,000 here. Let's zip around and see if we can't fill this up. Okay, I think it's lowered. Yeah, there we go. See, this tractor doesn't struggle at all. He said, hopefully heading up the hill. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And that barn where we sold the other grass, can't remember where that was. I'll have to look on my map, see if I can find it. Because this is going to be full real soon. And maybe, just maybe, we make enough off of the grass to buy a plow. So this all comes back to my other question that I was asking. What do we plant? That was my ultimate question. If a harvester is really expensive, even a janky harvester to lease kind of, you know, really cuts into your profits. So do we want to just do like silage, because we could sell silage until we save up for a harvester. I mean, we just spent 100 grand on this tractor, so we're probably not going to be buying a harvester anytime soon. Maybe we just lease one for the duration of the harvest, you know, for whatever that would be. I mean, these fields are so small. We're going to do this one and one other one, and they're going to be so ridiculously small that it doesn't seem. So does this, that's down, that's up. All right, let's look at our map. I think it was just called like some kind of barn, right? I better double check. So we have, it's one of these. It's like, this is silage. I think this is grass. Lazy Acres looks pretty good for whichever one it is. Actually, oh yeah, it shows you down in the corner there. So, oh, Eureka Farms, is that closer? Eureka Farms, Dreaming Tree Farms, and Transport Company Bales are all closer. Okay. Eureka Farms is down here. So we go up, we take the first right and then the left when we get to Johnson's Mill. All right, we'll do that. We'll deliver it up there. Because let me double check and make sure that the sheep are fine. Yeah, we have 3 sheep and they're all full. Perfect. We could do hay bales. That's a little bit more money for only 2 more pieces of equipment. I mean, I guess if we did a crop like soybeans, then we would have more profit even with the harvester. Or we could do a crop like oats, because then we'd get straw, which we could sell off the field as well. Or we could keep the straw if we're going to get other animals. I feel like we probably want to get maybe somewhere around 10 sheep, just so we have a little bit more of a steady wool coming in. I think maybe what I'll do with when I'm coming back from this is, or maybe for the next episode, what I can do is get a flat trailer and we can get a front loader grab so we can cut longer pieces of wood and sell a little bit more. I don't know if exciting logging is the term for it, but at least different logging. I guess the sawmill's the only. What's this mill? What did it say? Johnson Mill. I didn't even look to see if there are better prices for the wood. This is wood chips. What do they sell at Johnson Mill? Johnson Mill. Oh, these are like advanced products. I don't even know. So can I make planks there? I guess that could be worth checking out. There's like this whole other layer to the game if you have certain things enabled. Which would be fun to get into. Oh man, look at that field. Ugh. That looks like hours. Hours of work. Oh, this is the restaurant. Shoot. I want to be across the street there. I hope this works better than, excuse me, than the last one. Yeah, I think that was a horsepower problem last time. What did we make? About $1,000. Okay, so not much. Probably not really worth our time. So at this Johnson Mill, I wonder if there's a place to bring lumber to sell, or if it is like a place you drop off lumber that turns it into trees that turns it into those boards. Private property. That just looks like a straight up sell point there. Yeah, I don't see like the yellow drop off point. Let's hop out and look back here. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Let's take a look at what else they have. So, all the different grains. So like that other sawmill, it doesn't even list wood as one of the selling things. Hmm. So I don't know if there's like a guide on how to do these or not, but anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm going to drive this home and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.